Will you be my date to prom?
This prom's gonna be all about us. No distractions.
Then we go for history books. Call 911.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love All American, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like the video and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now today we're going to be talking about All American Season 4, Episode 7. This is the recap. Now I'm going to try my best to go over all the key points in this episode. If I miss anything, you guys let me know down below. The title of the episode is called Prom Night. And the description for the episode reads, the gang is ready to celebrate prom together, but Spencer finds himself fixing a mistake made by his teammates that can have major consequences. Olivia struggles with how to make her sponsee take her sobriety seriously. So those are the key elements of this episode, man. This was a very fun-filled episode. Everybody was together. It was prom night. Everything did seem like it was going well all the way up to the end of the episode. And just once again to let you guys know, All American will not be returning until February 21st, 2022. They're going to be airing episode 8 on the same night as All American Homecoming season premiere. So let's begin, man. What did we see in episode 7? Now it starts off with the team. They're telling Spencer about, the senior gift that they're supposed to be getting him and all the seniors, and that it's going to be something that they will never forget. So you already know it's going to be something, especially if Jabari has anything to do with it. Now, Principal Carter, he's going to ask Grace to the prom. He's going to be there, so he's going to ask her to the prom. I mean, it makes sense. So they're going to continue to build up this relationship between Grace and Principal Carter. And as of right now, it is looking solid between the two. Now, we get to your girl, Jen. And of course, she is not going to any of these meetings. Olivia has to go to her and let her know that she needs to start coming to these meetings because it's a part of her whole court order, right? Now, she still wants Olivia to sign off on these papers. And Olivia, at the moment, she's like, okay, I got you, but you got to make sure you go to these meetings. We know at the end of the day, she's not trying to go to these meetings. She's trying to go do what she wants to do. And Olivia figures that out later on in the episode. Now, your boy JJ, he lets everybody know that prom is canceled at Beverly because the sprinklers went off and the school is pretty much flooded. And now we know they're going to have to figure out a way to make sure Beverly is good as well. And y'all know Spencer, this is the dude that has to save everybody. So he's going to make sure he gets Beverly that help. I mean, I guess I don't blame you on this behalf because that is Jordan and Olivia's and JJ's school. So he wants to look out for them. Then we get to a new character. I believe her name is Jamie. And I'm looking like, man, where is Vanessa? But hey, she's not here right now. Your boy JJ was putting all this pressure on Asher to try to, get him a prom date. And then we know Jamie tells JJ like, oh, I'm going to the prom with him. Now, Asher, he did make a joke earlier on about taking her to the prom or whatever. And she kind of like denied it, but it was more of a joke. But she came back and said, yeah, I'm going to go to the prom with him, to end up telling him she was just trying to save him from all that pressure and stress from JJ. But we know the two end up hanging out anyway. Then we get to Chris, Principal Carter, and Spencer. Spencer needs to make sure Beverly is good. And we know that Chris, he is, putting all this stuff with the prom together. And they end up coming out with a deal to help out Beverly with their prom. And they can share the prom with Crenshaw, which we knew was going to happen in the first place. Now, we get to this man right here, Clay. He is a producer, but we know he is trying to clap Layla's cheeks. He is, supposed to be doing business. And he's trying to take advantage of this. Now, Layla, she understands that what this dude is trying to do, and she does not necessarily trust him. But we know at the end of the episode, she was still kicking it with him all up in the studio. Now, we get to Jen. She is texting Olivia, telling her that she's not going to be able to make it to this meeting. And Olivia is pissed. She's like, look, I got to address this girl. Spencer told her probably just telling her the truth will probably open her eyes up a little bit more. Then we get to Grandpa Baker. He's having a moment with the boys, right? Having a moment with the boys, talking about past doings. And they all start dancing, having a good old time. You can almost just feel that bittersweet moment between all three of them. And it's almost like you knew, something bad was going to happen towards the end of the episode. Now, Olivia, she's got everything on. A prom dress, she's looking real good. Your boy Spencer is like, man, screw prom. I'm trying to just stay here and kick it with you. And hell, I don't blame him at all. But right before they go to prom, Olivia, she has to make sure she, she goes to handle her business when it comes to Jen. She needs to handle that. And Spencer understands that, that girl, she's going to need that help. Now, we get to your girl Patience and Amina. We know that Amina ended up telling Patience about her mom and stuff like that. Patience ended up realizing why Coop is doing what she is doing. She kind of felt bad. She tells Amina, like, man, Coop is going to do whatever it takes for the people that she loves. And now Amina is like, man, so Coop is willing to do whatever for the people that she loves? She definitely has something to do with my mom's, right? Now, they end up coming out. Of course, your girl Patience, she had her prom dress on, her makeup on. She done hooked up Amina as well for her little tea party. The two had a little bit of a bonding moment. Then we get to Olivia. She's addressing Jen. She's telling her, like, look, I can't keep dealing with you. You want me to be your sponsor. You're going to have to go to these meetings. And you're going to have to start participating a little bit more, because as of right now, you're not doing any of that. And Olivia hands her back her court papers. And you already know Jen, she was feeling some type of way about this. She's like, man, this is really happening. But as Spencer said, you got to be a little bit more real with her to get her true reactions. Now, we get to your boy, Grandpa Baker. Of course, Billy told Jordan to untie his bow tie. Grandpa Baker gives Jordan some great advice about bow ties and stuff like that. And then once again, we get like this bittersweet moment between all three of them, pretty much letting us know that this night is not going to end well, even though it's seeming like everything is good. And y'all know how TV is. Usually when everything is just too good, something bad always usually happens towards the end of the episode. I mean, they're all taking their pictures, pre-gaming before the prom, looking good together. Your girl, Denise, she was throwing that thing back on your boy, Grandpa Baker. Willie was taking that one. He was having a great time. And I guess if you're going to go out, you're going to have to go out with a bang. And he definitely had fun on his last night, in my opinion. I don't really believe he's going to make it. Then your boy Asher says, screw prom. He going to go back to the restaurant and kick it with this Jamie character. And I guess he really likes her, man. He really likes her. He's like, man, I'm feeling her. I ain't got nothing else to do anyway, so I might as well go kick it with her. What would y'all have did? Would y'all have went to y'all senior prom, or would you have kicked it with her? I mean, at the end of the day, Asher did enjoy himself, so he did what was best for him. And at the end of the day, we know everybody else at the prom was having a great time. Olivia and Spencer. I mean, everything was just great, right? Everything was great. Then we know that your boy Jordan and Layla, they got some chemistry. And Jordan, he was about to leave. Layla is like, man, you can't just leave like that. Let me give you a dance at least. You know what I'm saying? I can't have you just walk out like that. The two, they end up talking about that producer dude. And of course, Layla is talking about how she does not trust him. She has some trust issues, especially after what happened with Carrie and her. And the two just bonded for real. And Jordan thanks Layla once again for coming out there, giving him a dance and just talking to him. And Jordan says, you know what? I'm not going to leave. I'm going to stay at the prom and just kick it with you and everybody else. Then we get to the Soul Train line. They are all out there having a hell of a time, y'all. Grandpa Baker out there putting in that work with Denise. Your girl Patience, she was out there feeling herself. Her and Coop, they was having a good time. But in my opinion, the two people that was killing it the most in this Soul Train line was your boy Olivia and Spencer. They was killing it, because right before this, we saw Principal Carter and Grace, and your boy Spencer was like, screw that. We got y'all. I'm going to show y'all something. They went out there and they start killing it, man. Like I told you guys, they was having a great time in this episode. I know this episode was very fun filming, just being able to have these different moments together. On top of that, after that's all over, we know Spencer goes to the back to receive the whole senior gift. And Jabari pretty much tells him, look, we got the trophy. They done stole the trophy from Beverly. And of course, Spencer's like, really? You know you can't do that. We cannot do that. We got to have more pride in that. And we need to take this trophy back tonight. Now, I don't know about y'all, but ain't no way I would have been taking that trophy back tonight. We're going to wait, because this is prom night. You're doing entirely too much. After that, we see that your girl Coop and Patience, they end up getting prom queens. We know Coop has some different feelings because she got her GED and she didn't even know if going to the prom was the best move, but she ended up going and she gave a great speech. And she sent her little picture to your boy Asher. Y'all know Asher and Coop, they've been having some great chemistry this season. And I know Asher was feeling some type of way about that. Like, man, my girl Coop, she did it. And on top of that, Asher was having a great time with Jamie out there making out. I want to know if they're going to continue this whole relationship between the two. Looking like it's probably going to be the case. Hopefully things start to pick up for your boy Asher in this whole coaching thing that I believe is going to come down the line. Now, Grandpa Baker, he pretty much congratulates and thanks Billy and Laura for what they've done as far as raising their family and just some of the things that they've been doing. And this is something that he has not really done that often, right? And he's giving them their props, and you can tell something is about to happen. I mean, Billy, he was like, man, he didn't really want to say thank you, Pops, for doing what you just did and said, but Grandpa Baker already understood. He knew that his son appreciated everything that he just told him. Now we get back to the school, to Beverly, and man, Spencer has figured out that his teammates, the juniors, are the reason why, you know what I'm saying, the sprinklers went off. And I figured that too. I mean, y'all gonna go into the school, break in or whatever, glass is getting broke. I mean, what do y'all think is gonna happen? Now Spencer's like, man, we can really be in some serious trouble. In this school, they don't play about stuff like this at all. And y'all juniors, y'all cannot allow yourself to do this. And y'all don't want to be teaching the juniors of next year to do the same thing, the same stupid stuff that y'all doing. Now, Olivia, she meets up with Jen. Jen is high. She's not in the right state of mind. Now, she's finally telling Olivia, like, look, I do need help. I just been very busy. It's been a lot of mental stress on myself, but I do really need your help. So now Olivia's like, yes, you finally are doing something that I didn't do early on. You know what I'm saying? You're stepping up to the plate and you're admitting that you need this help. So yes, Olivia is going to be able to help Jen. This is going to be a tough journey for her, but I would say Olivia is the right person to do this. Now we get to your boy Jordan. He goes to the studio to meet up with Layla because she did not say goodbye. He is like, man, you trying to go to Roscoe's? Layla already in there eating because Clay, he done brought some meals and they having a good old time in there. Your boy Jordan was salty. He was like, man, like really? Like, dang, I wanted to kick it with Layla. But as I told you guys, they're going to continue to build up on this. This whole dude, this Clay producer dude, I don't see it working out in my opinion. And it's just a matter of time before Jordan and Layla will have their moments. Now Spencer is approached by Coach Baker, Principal Carter. They telling him like, look, we know what happened as far as, you know, the trophy being stolen, where you was at. What's up? What's going on? They said they tracked the phone or whatever. I'm looking like, really? They don't track this dude's phone. And he said, look, you know, I did this. It was a senior prank. I thought it was funny. I did this. But they already know Spencer was lying just based on how he's been acting. There's no way he pulled some stuff like this off. So now it ain't looking too good for him. He's trying to take the rap for everybody else like Spencer usually does. Then we get to your boy Preach and Amina, and they're having a conversation about Coop. Amina is like, man, I learned so much about Coop. I learned that she would do anything for the people that she loved. And she feels like Coop took out her mom. So now Preach is looking like, man, like really, you put that together? See, she doesn't know that Preacher was the one that took out her mom. And when she finds out that truth, she's really going to be upset even more than she is as far as feeling like Coop did it. I can't wait to see how that's all going to play out because you already know that secret will eventually get out there. And at the end of the episode, your boy Spencer and Coach Baker, they was talking about, you know, Spencer possibly getting expelled and stuff like that. And then they go into Coach Baker's office and they see Grandpa Willie. He's lying on the desk and Billy is like, man, Pops, what you doing? You couldn't even stay awake and, you know, get up out of here without falling asleep. Come to find out his Pops is not even breathing. And he's like, man, we got to get some help. Call 911. After all the stuff that they've been through throughout this episode, we knew something serious was going to happen. As I told you, things seemed like it was going entirely too perfect for once, right? It seemed like something big was going to happen. And based off the preview trailer and from what you guys have been saying, y'all felt like someone was not going to make it. Well, it seems like that someone is Grandpa Willie. And man, I don't think he's going to make it, y'all. I don't think they will put this episode together and do what they did and he survives all of this. Do I hope he survives? Of course. I do hope he survives, but the way that they put it out there, I really feel like it's possibly going to be over for him. But overall, man, this was a solid episode. Great episode. It is the last episode of 2021. As I told you, All-American Season 4, Episode 7, it will not return until February 21st. they're going to air it on the same night as All American Homecoming. That means if All American comes on at 8, that means All American Homecoming most likely is going to come on at 9. So they're going to be trying to promote this All American stuff. I mean, back to back on the same night. It's going to get crazy, man. And that All American Homecoming trailer, it looks very, very interesting. I cannot wait to see that show as well. As you guys know, I will be doing my recaps for that once that starts up. But you guys let me know, man, what did you feel about episode 7? Leave your theories, predictions, everything down below. Thank you guys once again. I will see you guys next year for All American and All American Homecoming. But let me get up on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.